inside here. Yeah. And remember, these templates are only for your references. Okay. You can modify as much as you can. Yeah. To suit your needs. Understand me? Yeah. Okay. But make sure all your balance sheets and all that cash flow can be balanced. Yeah. Right. Makes sense at the end. Right. And then actually there are other groups actually they look at this template a bit difficult to follow. So they want to do on their own. It's okay. Yeah? Because there are many ways to do all these balances. Yeah? So as long as you have this report, income statement, okay? Make sure you have that. And then you need to have your cash flow statement, right? But for 3 years, right? And then your balance sheet, okay? And then your ratio analysis, okay? You do all this actually for the purpose of getting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah? Understand me? Yeah? Okay? But inside this template, this one you have actually 2, okay? Because the first year one is by month, the second and third year is by quarter. Yeah? So this one same thing, you got 2 reports there. Because the first year is in month, the rest are in quarter. And then this one actually are all in one only, okay? This one only one. You understand me? So if you don't follow this format, it's fine. You can do on your own. Okay? Clear up on your financial analysis, yeah? Yes. And I have repeated a few times, Excuse me, 3 of you, 1, 2, 3. I don't know what you are watching, Okay? Just pay attention,
Okay.
Because I'm not going to answer any of this question again if you ask me. Repeated too many times already, right? Some of this actually you need to merge into your other reports. Example, right? Example is this. Okay, your projected sales, right? Because in your section 2, yeah, you can see here, right? Big, okay, it's asks you for your sales potential, right? Your section 2, marketing, So actually you are taking it from here, okay? Projected sales, So actually basically for that part when you come to marketing, please take this out and then interpret them. Understand? So that means the person who's doing section 2 need to work closely with the financial part. Yeah? Those who are doing the finance. Yeah? And later on in your requirement here stated, right, you need to talk about the potential revenue. And that revenue actually is coming from where? It's coming from your the next statement here, okay? The next one is actually your income statement. From here, you will deduce your revenue, okay? For the first year, because it's mentioned for the first year, and then you read that. Okay, alright with that? And then later on, you will make use of this number here, the labor cost, okay? Stated where? Labor cost. Here. So here is a very simplified version. You may have more complicated one. Here is for a restaurant like chef, some more is cleaner, and what, and waiter and all this. But you may have more staff. Yeah. And this one you need to actually put them into your operation plan, because there's one section asks you for personnel. Yeah, so that is the area you extract from your Excel spreadsheet here. Okay, got it? Because 2 of you cannot, mention. Let's say if I'm doing operation, I was giving a very big picture on the personnel, but in your finance actually not reflected. So break down. And it doesn't jive, it doesn't tally. And then later on we talk about equipment. Is your capital expenses. Inside here, you got all the major expenses for your equipment. Yeah. So you need to extract the one out and then put in here equipment. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So those will be the highlights for your finance part and your marketing part and also the other one, operations. Okay. Now there's another one is here. Okay. So when you extract, when you finish up all this analysis, you have to extract them and then insert into the appendix. Okay. So some of you know already because you asked me. I just repeat for the benefit of the rest. That's it. I have some conclusion on this already, right? This is for the income statement. Yeah. So I just highlight all these. Okay. Just highlight whatever I want. Right? Just copy and I open a Word file. This Word file actually is your content, the one that you do for your content. Right? So under the appendix area, right? Okay, you just post as a picture. Okay? So it's very neat. So you don't need to make it bigger or smaller, but just the same size, because I can actually magnify it to see. Yeah, so you do not need to worry on whether I can see or not, but this is the best one. But after that, you make sure you label your chart. Okay, example, this is appendix 5. Example. Okay, what is the name? You need to give it a name. The name actually you just follow back here. Right? This is the name of the file. Okay, and you can see this one. The tab name here. You can see everyone at the bottom, right? Yeah, you can see that. Okay, right? So that's the name you put down there. Yeah. So that completes your your appendix and also the labeling. But that is not done. Okay, because in your content you need to interpret. Yeah. So let's say you already have this just now, right? Okay, right. Because I told you, right, the most important report you need to get is this 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay. So in your content, what are you going to write? So you need to go and interpret. Example, if I look at this, this is called the income statement. Yeah. So I look at my net profit, cumulative net profit for the second year, right? Second and third year, right? You can see 38,000 over increased to 155,000. Yeah, is that a good trend? So some of you say it's a good trend, because my profit actually increased. Yeah, but some may argue no. Yeah, because depending on what you put down into your profit. Yeah, sometimes disposing your assets also will be included into your profit. That may not be good. Yeah, so you need to argue about that. Yeah, so you make interpretation of the chart. So don't just give me this, because this is just your working. I don't know what you want to highlight. Yeah, so you please highlight what you want to tell me about the result. Yeah, okay. Just like you got your final exam, you got the records, right? Your final marks, all come to you. Some you may get 68, some you may get 100. So it depends, whether I think 68 is very good or not. Because the whole class, maybe the best one is 68 only. Then the lowest actually is 20, right? So we can say, this is the best mark, 68, although it's not 100, right? So it depends, yeah. So this is the same thing, right? So you need to interpret these 4 major reports here in your content. So that's why I asked you to do about 800 words for your this section. Okay, understand, right? So okay, any question further for the finance program, section 5? Yeah, I'll let you have some free hand. Yeah, okay. So I think the question is if your CA2 is slightly different or not very far away from the CA1, I say okay, I give you the free hand to do it. Yeah, understand? So I understand that in your CA1, at that point of time, you may not be matured enough to look at certain numbers, right? So now you are more closer to the picture. So you can change, yeah, alright? But as long as it makes sense, okay, not too far away, Okay now, okay, so any further questions? If not, then I'll go to another common question from the floor here, okay? So, okay, so I close the chapter on this one, but of course I give you my email, You can always send to me during the weekend also, no issue, Give me some time, I will report, reply to you, Okay? Now, can I get another question that you have when you do your work? Do you have any general question you have? How about yourself?
I see the question.
Okay. Yeah, any question from both of you?
Oh, teacher, for the section 1, right?
Section 1.
Section 1 is talking about our introduction for the revenue, because in coursework 1 we say, because our question is carpooling, we just say about just carpooling, but we didn't say about receiving the advertising anything. But in this section 1, can I say about we can expand our business to B2B because receiving.
Okay. I allow you to have the free hand.
So for the advertising also, and down there like revenue also, we can say about the advertising revenue also counted as our.
Can. Okay. Okay.
So it's no issue. And for the section 4, right?
Okay. One at a time, So since you're talking about section 1, so let me cover for everyone, So this is section 5 already done.